right? A Hatha Yoga beginner sequence is a very well balanced sequence which focuses on strength and flexibility. And then we also focus on all different movements: standing, balancing, hip opening, forward bends, backward bends, lateral stretching, twisting. So it's a very comprehensive sequence to practice in this 1 hour. So take it easy. If you have already done classes before, this class can be actually also quite challenging because it does involve certain poses that can be challenging. But at the end, we will do a lot of breathing that should help you to rejuvenate your body, oxygenate your muscles, so you should not feel tired or exhausted at the end of this practice. Okay, let's start the practice now. So this is a Hatha Yoga beginner sequence. Let's start with the warm-up first. So keep your legs apart, hip width apart wider, keep a straight back, steady gaze. Just close your palms to make a fist and go with the slow shoulder rotation 10 times. Go. You bring your arms up, back and down as far as you can. The arms can go behind your back 10 times. Take it further behind the shoulders. You can breathe normally in the pose. And reverse please. Arms down, backward and up close to the ears. Just keep your head straight. Try to bring more movement to the chest as your arms go backward and forward. Relax. Now cross the arms front and back please. You can take right hand up once, left hand up once. Right hand up, left hand up. Straight to the shoulders, front and back. You can exhale as your arms try to cross to the back. Okay, very good. Now take a deep breath one time. One long steady breath. Now swing the arms up and down 10 times please. Again, don't tense your body. Do this in a relaxed fashion. Make sure these movements are not stressing the joint, especially the shoulders. If you move the chest properly into this movement, the shoulders should feel less compressed. So chest forward, chest forward, chest forward, chest forward. Relax. Very good. Deep breath again. One more deep breath. Now twisting. You always focus on different movements of the spine. Start from twisting. You can exhale, twist right, exhale, twist left. Exhale right, exhale left. Exhale right, exhale left. Try and look back to the right side, look back to the left side. Okay, relax. Always remember, whenever you feel your body is getting very tight, rigid, or even if you happen to feel tired before the practice, the best way to boost the energy is to practice some breathing first or breath combined movement. So these are breath combined movements. The breath is also one key focus of this movement as we forcefully exhale right, forcefully exhale left. So what it does is it actually awakens the dormant energies in the body, and then your body doesn't fight the movement. Most of the time when we do the pose, there's a lot of resistance, and if you do the breathing incorrectly, that resistance will go twofold. So exhale into the twist, exhale into the twist, exhale into the pose. So you guide the body with the relaxed fashion. Ready? Now lateral stretch please. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale to the left side. Simply relax your left elbow and shoulder. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's repeat the same right side again. Inhale up. You slide your left hand down, slightly deeper than the first time, and keep extending the whole right side of your body. Inhale up, exhale. Now let's go left side please. Deep breath in, left hand up. The right hand is now holding the hip. As we exhale, arch to the right side. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, deep breath in. Now slide your right hand down, slide as much as you can, stretch your left hand up. Keeping the left knee straight, relax your right elbow and shoulder. Inhale up, exhale down. Deep breathing. Now we are going to do a hip rotation. Follow me slowly, step by step. Breathe in, breathe out and fold forward. Then slowly move to your left side and slowly move your hips forward, giving an arch to the back. Move to your right side, maximum movement. Forward. When you go forward, elbows up, shoulders up, chin forward. Let's repeat that to the left side, to the front. Lift your chest up while going forward, to the right side and forward. Let's do one last round. To the left side, push your hip all the way to the right, arch the back, push your hips to the front, to the left side. Now let the body fall towards the gravity and then fold forward. Now 3 rounds reverse. Push your hip to the left again, arch to the right, hips forward again. Go all the way to the left side, pushing the hip right and forward. Breathe normally in the movement. One more to the right, to the back, to the left side, arching, forward. Last one. Forward again, squeeze the elbows back, to the right side and forward. Very good. Deep breathing. Long breath again. Now we do forward folds. Forward folds are really good. It really helps stimulate the spinal nerves because you are bending forward, pulling on the spinal nerves. And also it is a half inversion. It helps you to rejuvenate your body. Keep your legs together. If your hamstring feels very tight, the legs are slightly wider, hip width apart. Otherwise, legs can be joined together. Go with me. Inhale and raise arms up. Exhale and arms open. Bend forward. Just simply place your palms down and drop your head down. Just let the gravity pull the spine longer towards the floor. Bend your knees and let's repeat. Come again. As we exhale, arms open wider, forward bend. This is called Pada-hastasana, the hands joining the feet pose. Bend your knees. Last one time please. Make your best effort. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and longer spine, go forward. Now see, if your shoulders are almost same line with your knees, if you are able to fold nicely, shoulders are same line with your knees, you can hold your ankles and bring your face closer to the legs. Let's say if your shoulders are way higher, you're not able to touch the floor, you may want to just stay there, work with the gravity guiding you longer towards the floor. Yes, others you hold the ankles, elbows wider, make sure the elbows and shoulders are open sideways, wider into that forward bend. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Slowly come back out. Bend the knees, come back out. Bend and straighten the legs. Relax. Let's focus 2 more postures with forward bends. Again, these are focus of balancing, also partly involved in this pose, but a deep forward bend. Left leg back, right leg forward. So when you place your right leg forward, the heels are in a straight line. The front heel, back heel is in a straight line. Hips facing forward. Go with me. Inhale and raise arms up. Bend your right knee. Slowly bend forward, touch the floor. Now bending the knee will already give a good stretch to the hamstring. You can straighten as much as you can and hold it. If you are able to fully extend your legs straight, just place your palms next to the feet. Bend your elbows. See that your abdomen is touching the right thigh. Your face closer to the right leg shin bone. This is called Pada Uttanasana, leg stretch pose. Stretching the legs one at a time. Right? Stay there, please. Place your palms down, bend your elbows, drop your head down. Now slowly bend your knee, come back out. Exhale and relax. You can watch me once now. Your left hand up, one. Place your left hand outside your right foot. Twist your body to the right side, stretching the right hand up. See how much you are able to raise your right hip higher, right shoulder back, lengthen the spine forward, bend your knee, come back out. Let's try this, please. Revolved triangle pose, Paribrita, Trikonasana. Ready? Raise the left hand up first, inhale, exhale and longer spine. Please go slowly. This is a balancing pose. Left hand on the floor and twist your body to the right side. See how much you can elongate your spine, your right shoulder back, and then stretch your right hand up. Okay, now don't rush to look up to the ceiling yet. Just look forward, focus on the balance, extend your torso longer, more, raise your right hip up. The head up is the last movement when you feel very steady with the balance. If your balance is shaky, don't look up, look to the floor or look straight to the eye level. Keep lengthening the spine. Slowly bend your right knee, inhale up, exhale and relax. Now this really helps you to stimulate the dormant muscles in your legs. You are putting the leg in a straight line. That itself is a very challenging balance. You are adding a deep forward bend, then you are adding a deep twisting, and with that you are also turning the head, meaning it's a lot of coordination challenge. So this really helps improve your coordination. Okay, let's go with the left leg forward, right leg back. Follow me, please. The legs are not too wide, 2 to 3 feet apart. The average distance is when you open the arm, the elbow distance wide. Right? First with your hip facing forward. We are not doing triangle, we are just doing a forward bend first round. Inhale, raise arms up. As we exhale, longer spine, bend forward. You can always choose to bend your left knee and stay there. If your hamstring feels very tight, modify the pose with the bent knee. Straighten the leg as much as your hamstring allows you to straighten the leg. Keep both your thighs active and try to elongate your spine forward. Straighten legs, straighten arms, straighten back. Start with the inhale first. As we exhale, bend the elbows, head towards the left leg. Keep elongating the spine. So the focus here is the spine to lengthen, which pulls your leg muscles together. Bend your knee, slowly come back out. Take a deep, long breath again. Okay. Now here, I would like to point out the back foot. You see the back foot? If your balance is very wobbly, you can turn the foot slightly out. It doesn't have to be all the way pointing to the front like this. Because if you do that, you need to be very agile with your balance. I prefer if you keep your foot slightly 45-degree angle, but not all the way to the front. That would twist the knee, it will stress the knee a lot. So when I say 45-degree, it's between these two angles, between the forward and the sideways angle. Ready? Raise your right hand up this time. Breathe in, breathe out and longer spine. Place your right hand outside your left leg. Twist your body, please. Keep lengthening the spine. Like I said, focus on the hip. Lift your left hip up. The chest open, shoulder open. Stretching the arm up. Elongate your spine. The last movement, when you feel the balance is steady, you slowly turn your head and look up. Nice. Hold there, please. Focus on the feet flat on the floor and keeping the thighs active. Revolve your whole torso.
Expand your chest, gaze to the ceiling. Slowly bend your knee, come back out. Relax. Bend and straighten the legs again. Just keep in mind, these postures are really effective. Normally we assume that standing on one leg is always a balancing pose. It's not the case. Even if you put your leg in a straight line, for a lot of people, that is the beginning of the balancing journey. So every time you feel someone who is very uncoordinated, not able to balance well, or even for people who have poor coordination, collapsed arch in the feet, both legs balancing is already a very challenging option, right? Another example, chair pose, legs together please. Now we are going to raise the heels up in a chair pose. So raise the arms up, 1, raise the heels up, 2. First you give a steady gaze, concentrate. Arms forward, 1. And when you feel steady, very slowly go to the chair pose here. Keep your knees, thighs and feet together. Stand on the balls of the feet. 5, 4, legs together. 3, 2 and 1. Now, as you can see, standing on the toes, we are not just standing there, we are transitioning in and out, and that's going to demand more muscle activation, right? These are all really good posture to bring stability to the ankles, strength to the calf muscles, improves overall balance of your legs. Try one more time please. Take your time, arms up, raise the heels up, 1. Now you take your time, you don't need to wait for me. You can always decide when you feel steady, go to the chair pose. Make your best effort to hold it, and then slowly come back, hold it and down. Now these are good posture for people with hypermobility. The ankles, knees, hips are very hypermobile. These postures will build the strength and stability, right? Okay, slowly move your ankles. Other side. Okay. Last one, balancing, then we sit down. Okay. Now sideways balancing. This is another version of a half moon pose. Okay. Now, if you have a block next to you, you may want to rest your hand on the block. Others, you go with me. Make sure the foot is in the center of the mat. This is a lateral balancing. In order to where you gaze, look at the floor first, then look forward, then you look up, right? Don't straight away go into looking up. That's going to affect your balance a lot. Ready? Slowly lunge forward. Again, look to the floor. Now you want to keep a minimum support with your arms. You don't want to completely rely on the arms. Most of the weight is still on the foot. So keep your right hip open, right chest open, hold it. It is a lateral balance. We have been doing balancing poses before, so your legs might feel a bit tired. Try your best. Expand your chest, hold it. Yes. Nice effort. Keep your heel flexed up. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Now you always don't feel bad about losing the balance, right? The mindset of balancing pose is okay to fall, come back again, learn to understand your body better, because when you do standing balancing, your foot is forward. Most of the weight is leaning either forward or backward. This is a completely new experience to the body. Your foot is arching in or falling out. So this stability, you need a lot of support with your inner and the outer calf, right? So it's a very new experience to the body. So don't feel frustrated about, I can't even do a simple pose, right? Don't judge a pose simple or easy or difficult by the look of it, but just work with your own body's alignment. Foot pointing to the right side. Go for it. Slowly lean forward. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Now you take your time. You can always look to the floor. Stay here. Don't shift all of your weight to the arm. Keep your left foot flexing. Expand your chest, shoulder. Nice. Keep it steady. Concentrate on your body. 5, 4. Roll the left hip back. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now you can always see there is a good leg, there is a not very good leg. So whichever the leg you feel challenged, repeat again. Hold a little longer. Understand what is the foundation issue. For a lot of people, the ankle keeps collapsing in. So try to get that strength by raising the toes and pressing on the ball of the foot. Let's slowly transition to the knee down pose, please. Follow me. Again, if you're very new to yoga practice, you're really looking for your really good range of movement in your torso. Twisting is a really good practice. Lateral stretching is a really good practice. So try to add at least 2 or 3 side stretching postures in a 1 hour sequence, right? And keep it more in the beginning so you feel like your body is opening up better or full through the sequence when you move deeper into the postures. Stand on the right leg, left leg out to the left side. Keep your left heel, right knee in a straight line. Okay. Now if you are doing this pose first time, simply hold the hip, right hand forward and up and arch. Right? Left hip forward and arch. Others, if you can, go for it. Interlace your fingers, stretching the arms up and slowly arch. Your left shoulder forward, extend your body, make sure your hip stays forward. 3, 2, extend more, 1, and relax. So you can see I'm not pushing the hip to my right and I'm not dropping my hip to the left. So this shows that the movement is very direct, very concentrated to the torso. Is one of the very effective lateral stretching pose. In standing, your hip always sways on the opposite side. This knee lock position will prevent that. Let's do that again. Interlace your fingers, arms up. Don't squeeze your shoulders. Watch my shoulders. Don't do this. Shoulders down, chest up. Very good. You're always extending from the waist, not from the shoulders, right? So you extend from the waist, lift your chest up, breathe in, breathe out. Yes. Very subtle breathing. 5, 4, hip forward. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Very good. Now don't change the legs yet. I'm going to give you one variation to this pose. You can watch me first. So in the same posture, I'm not changing anything. The hips still stay on top of the knee. Don't turn the hip in. Keep the hip forward. See my toes, how I tuck it in. Rotate right shoulder out, holding the right leg. Your left hand still hold on to the left hip, but you see how I drop my shoulder. This is the important part of this pose. We tend to do it like this. You drop the shoulder, but lift your chest up, look up. Now, if you can, if you feel like you are able to go slightly further, holding the leg, raising the arm, arching. Right? Focus on lifting the chest. Ready? Let's go. Deep breathing. After each posture, long inhalation, long exhalation. You always rotate your shoulder while you are reaching for the foot. Very good. Left shoulder to drop. Make sure the left shoulder is dropped. Lift your chest. Now you can decide, right? At this point, you can decide to flatten the foot. You can decide to look back. You can decide to raise the arm, right? All these are going to deepen the arch. All these are going to add more weight into the arch. So let's hold for 2 breaths. Go for a long deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up. Now sometimes we wonder, whenever you look up, you feel a pinch in the neck. That pinch mostly happens if you don't raise the chest and if you don't engage here. See, we always say raise the chest, raise the chin. We never use the word drop the head. When you drop the head, that leads to pinching. So what you do is you raise the chest, extend the front of the neck, and you feel like your neck is still being supported into the arch. Okay, very good. Try the other side, please. Now right heel, left knee in a straight line, hips parallel. You can choose to hold the hip, raise the arm up to arch to the right. Others go with me. Interlace your fingers, extend, breathe in and breathe out. Nice effort. Keep extending the torso. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now this is where you make sure you don't hold the breath, because if you keep your breath held, the whole posture is a waste of effort, because you are feeling suffocated. You are reducing the limit of the arch. You are supposed to fall towards the gravity, but with the held breath you are holding it against the gravity, right? Let's do that again. Keep these 3 postures, the steps in mind. Don't hold your breath, don't drop your hip, and don't turn the shoulder. Keep the shoulder neutral. Ready? Breathe in and breathe out. Yes, if you lock your hip and the shoulders in a neutral position, it actually feels a nice stretch. There is no struggle in this lateral stretch. 3, 2, let the gravity take over. 1, and relax. Very good. If you have low back pain, this is a really good posture to stretch. A forward bend, a backward bend can actually possibly trigger that pain. A lateral stretch with the hip locked in the position is a really good back pain reliever, right? You almost instantly feel that stiffness and rigidity is gone. Ready? Now try the second option now. I gave you the variation. Ready? Keep your heel and the knee in a straight line. Rotate left shoulder out, holding the left leg, right hand up. Make sure the right shoulder is dropping as we are raising the chest. Very good. Look back. Engage your neck. 5, 4, or you can just simply take 2 long breaths. I prefer deep breaths in this posture. It brings more lung movement, diaphragm movement. Relax. Come back out and slowly sit back on the legs. Arms forward, hunch the back. Relax. Deep breathing. 1 long breath in, breathe out. Now we are going to do a sequence, a downward facing dog, a heart pose, a cobra, push up to the downward facing dog. Now this is a one sequence of sun salutation. What this gives you is kind of give a basic coordination to a forward fold, backward arch, and then come back to a forward fold. When I say forward fold, I'm talking about the hip folding forward, right? So this is called a fold, and then an arch in the back and a hunch in the chest. Ready? Let's start with the downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, fingers wider, palms flat, elbows pointing sideways. Focus on extending the arms, arching the chest, head towards the floor. Now make sure you do a good fold in your pelvis. Your abdomen is bringing closer to the thighs. Extend your arms, extend your shoulders, and bring the head towards the floor. Knees down, chest and chin on the floor. This is called the heart pose, Nirakunjasana. Then slide forward, inhale, and then go to the cobra pose. Now for this, your groins, your thighs are still touching the floor. Shoulders back, keep your neck longer. First round, we simply look forward. Let's tuck the toes back in, raise the hips up. See as much as you can, downward facing dog. Knees down again, chest and chin on the floor. If there is no pressure to the neck, your legs walk forward. Shoulders lift up. Then slide forward, inhale. As we exhale, now raise the chest and the chin.
extend your front side of your body.
Tuck the toes back in, go to the downward facing dog. Knees down, last one round please. Chest and chin on the floor.
I'm going to give you a small variation. You can choose to do it. Raise the arms up away from the floor. Shoulders lift up, arms up. Engage your back muscles. And then palms down, slide forward.
Cobra pose again. Breathe in the middle. Twist to the right side as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the left side. One more time. Breathe in. Go for a long breath. Breathe out to the right side. This is a really good pose to stimulate your kidneys. Inhale forward. Exhale to the left side. Make sure your shoulders are turning. Go back to the downward facing dog. Sit back on the legs. Relax. Take long deep breath twice. Gently move your wrist. Deep breath. Relax. Okay. Now let's go with the seated forward bend. Left leg straight. Bend the right leg in. Left leg straight, bend the right leg in. You see how my hips are still facing forward, keeping the back straight. Exhale, twist to the right side. Then exhale, twist to the left side. Go again. Exhale, twist to the right side, keeping the spine longer, please. Exhale, twist to the left side. One last turn. Exhale to the right. Keep the spine lifting up towards the ceiling. Exhale to the left side. Very good. Now go with me. Your left arm holding the right knee. Twist to the right side. Then raise your right hand up. Now here the goal is to extend your torso. It's okay if your buttocks slightly lifting off the floor. That's part of this stretch, right? In a way, to understand how much you are extending is partly to know how much your buttocks lifting, right? So if your buttocks lifting, that means you are partly extending to your maximum stretch, and then slowly bend forward, and you see you can start to feel the right hip is now lifting off the floor slightly. That's okay. Your left arm, hold the right knee, stretch your right hand up, revolve your torso. Bring your right hand close by the ear. Hold it. Holding the feet is not an issue. Just keep extending the torso first. 3, 2, 1, and relax. These are really good de-stress pose. Partly it is a detox pose, right? It improves bowel movement. It really opens up the side of your ribs, which improves your breathing capacity. Sitting hunchback whole day puts pressure to the internal organs. These postures are very relieving to those upper abdominal organs, the pancreas, the liver. So it can really help improve circulation. Let's do that again one more time. Twist to the right. Raising the right hand up. Your left arm still hold on to the right knee and keep extending longer. Keep your left hand holding the right knee and extend. Now, one time you can try to hold the foot if possible and continue to revolve your torso. Just stay there. There's no need to drop your head. You can also keep your neck following the same movement of the spine. There's a slight twisting, there's a slight lateral stretching, right? And then slowly come back out, relax. Long breath. Normally people with back injuries, acute back conditions, forward bending is contraindicated. Also for pregnant women, forward bending is contraindicated. People who have done any surgeries in the abdomen, deep compressive abdominal postures are contraindicated. So these postures are actual modifications for those anatomies. right? Because it also helps you breathe. When you go into a forward bend, that compressive force makes you feel suffocated. So this is also a good posture to work with your breathing in twisting. Let's do the other side. Like I said, try to keep your hips parallel when you face forward. Twist to the right side, exhale. Twist to the left side, exhale, just to loosen out the lower back area. To the right side, to the left side. One more time, right side to the left side. Now right hand, hold the outside of your left leg. Make sure this right foot remains pointing up. This tends to collapse, right? Keep it pointing up, twisting, left hand up to breathe in. Extend your torso, keep extending, and your right hand is pulling the left knee gently. Yes. Again, don't reach for the foot straight away. You might be even limiting your potential arch and the stretch. So keep extending it out away from the shoulder. Yes. You're pulling from the waist. Little bit of buttocks lifting off the floor is okay. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's go one more time, please. Twist to the left side. Breathe in, left hand up. As we breathe out, go forward, forward, and then if you can hold your foot, continue to revolve your torso. The modification is still this. You can go back to the previous option, right? There is always some limitation with the obliques flexibility, rib cage flexibility, hamstring flexibility here. So if you have acute stretch there, you can go back to simply stretching the arm. No need to hold the foot. 2 more breaths. Then inhale, come back out. Exhale and relax. Okay. Now these are also really good for people with scoliosis, slight deviated anatomy of the spine. This helps you to improve your extension, the lateral traction approach, but then you have to apply it carefully. Whichever the side you have scoliosis, you try to traction more, arch less, right? Okay, straighten the legs. Now this time, let's go with this practice of backward bends but lying down approach, right? Before that, let's sit on the knees, one warm up for that. So you are sitting on the feet, not sitting on the floor, you are sitting on the feet, knees wider, slowly elbows down one by one. You can choose to lie down this way up to here. If your thighs are feeling deep stretch, knees are already lifting, you stop here, right? Others continue to push the tailbone in as we lie down flat and stretching the arms up. This has 2 benefits. One is extending the thighs and the hip flexor muscles. The another key benefit is the knee. Your knee get to go into a full flexion, provided that you don't have any acute knee condition. This is actually a good movement for the knees to get the flexibility of full flexion, right? Now there is a sensation of lower back area. You might feel slightly compressed. That's because you're not extending the front side of your abdomen and the hip flexor enough. So focus on stretching the thighs, the front of the hips. The abdomen is active. If your back is already flat, the next option you can try is to bring your knees together. When the knees are brought together, it demands more extension in your hip flexor. So you can give that a try. Yes, it is challenging to bring the knees closer and the back flat, but try your best on both. As much as possible closer, as much as possible flat back. Okay, now you can slowly roll to the side and come back up. Just lift your legs straight, fully engage your thighs and knees. This is the counter pose. Remember, a full knee flexion should be followed by a full extension. It's a counter pose. Gently hug the legs, roll up and down a few times just to get the back relaxed in this pose. Okay, let's do some backward bends. Now just keep in mind, when you do these backward bends, the next posture we are going to try is the wheel pose. The modification pose is the table pose, right? This is to activate your back muscles more. This is not to arch your back, it is to strengthen your back. People get confused about backward bends. They think by doing backward bends you get more flexible with your back. It's the other way around. By doing backward bend you get more flexibility here, the front side of the body, and you have more strength here. Strength of the shoulders, back muscles. What you are stretching is the front side of the body. So you have to understand that. So if you can't do the wheel pose, of course there is some flexibility issue, but primarily is the strength and coordination. You're not able to use your strength, you're not able to relax into the lift. These two are the key challenge. So by doing the table pose, you understand how to raise your hips by relaxing the abdomen and engaging the glutes, right? So let's try the bridge table pose. If you can't do the wheel, others feet and knees apart, fingers wider, palms flat. Try to lift your body in 3 stages, right? Stage 1, hips up. Make sure the abdomen is relaxed. Stage 2, lift your shoulders up. Make sure you still keep your stage 1, which is the abdomen relaxed, glutes active. Stage 3 is to push your whole body up. You can even take one small step in. Keep your back muscles, buttocks and thighs active. Try yourself. Push your palms into the floor. Look to the floor. Then you can always come back to head down. Try to come back to shoulders down and hips down. Okay. Again, you can ask me how come a wheel pose is taught in a beginner sequence. No pose is easy, no pose is hard. You just have to choose your version of the pose. Every pose can be adapted to different people's anatomy. So when you say you can't do the wheel, what version of wheel you can do? It's what is our mindset is. You don't judge wheel as a simple or advanced pose. That is not the right understanding, right? So if you want to simplify the wheel, the bridge is a half wheel actually. You can do this, right? You can do this. This is also a version of the wheel pose. These two can be a modification. Then the wheel itself has few steps. Like I said, you can do this, stop here, or do this, stop here, continue to hold this for 10 counts, or you can go up to 10 counts. Ready? And make sure when you come down, try to come down in stages, right? I recommend you don't push in one go and come down in one go. Don't do that kind of wheel approach. Let's do that again. Lie down please. Don't look at me. Just simply open the palms. Place your palms down. Don't bring your feet too close to the buttocks. Keep your feet slightly away from the buttocks. Elbows in. Make sure the elbows doesn't fall out. Inhale first. Exhale, hips up. Inhale. Exhale and shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale and lift your head up. You can even go for raising the heels, which adds more space into the arch. The benefit of raising the heel is to bring more space in the arch, less compression to the joints. Little more. Stay for 3. Look down to the fingers. 2, 1, and slowly feet down. Go back to head down. Try your best effort. Shoulders down and hips down. Okay, just don't hug the legs yet. Drop your knees, left and right. A few times, left and right. Okay, now you are hugging the legs under the thighs but keeping the back flat. Don't hunch your back. The goal is to completely flatten the lower back. Spread your shoulder blades apart, elbows wider, flatten the neck, chin down. This is like a traction. After the wheel pose, which is a compression, this lengthens the spine. Okay, give for a small roll up and down again. Rolling up and down. Okay. Deep breath one time. One more deep breath. Okay, so after a backward bend, always can do a twisting. So follow me. If there happens to be a lot of compression here, you can release that by a twisting, but not with a deep forward bend. Don't do a deep backward bend followed by a deep forward bend or the other way around. It's very damaging to the muscles that has been deeply stretched, leading into a compression that can also bring more damage to the body in the long term. So avoid deep movements immediately one after the other, right? So follow me, bend the knees, your right leg on top of the left leg. You can choose to twine your legs as well. If you are able to do this legs full locking, twining the legs, you can choose to do that. See my fingers how it is pointing sideways. Roll the shoulders, lift your chest, breathe in, breathe out, twist your body to the left side. Your right hand, walk, walk, walk and go back to the right side. Straighten the left elbow, look back to the right side. Yes. Left elbow straight, right hand can walk back. See how much you are able to twist and bring the knee to the floor. Relax. So what we are trying to do is the lower body twisting in one direction while the upper body is trying to twist in the opposite direction. It's like twisting a body like a towel, right? Really effective rotation to the body. Let's do the other side. Left leg up, twine your legs. Keeping the back straight, roll the shoulders back, breathe in, breathe out. Now the knee to the floor, keep your chest up and left hand walk back to the left side. Look behind the left shoulder. Stay for 5. Left hand walk back more. 4, 3, twist a little more. 2 and 1. Relax. Relax. Gently move your wrist. Relax. Now one inner thigh stretch. Bring your legs to the butterfly pose. Now just remember, if you are already sitting in a hunchback, pulling the legs closer and closer will make you even hunch more, because by moving the legs closer you are tilting the pelvis backward and you are going to be hunching forward to do this. So the best approach at this point is to move the legs forward. So what happens is it rotates your pelvis straight, right? And then if you are still closer, still can keep the back straight, then you add a block. Then sitting on the blocks will make sense, because the block will actually raise the height, adds more gravity to that forward bend, right? So when you do this butterfly, if you are already sitting hunchback, don't pull too close. You will not see any progress here, right? We want to use gravity to our advantage. So by moving the legs forward, you have a better advantage. Sitting on a height is another one, right? So watch me first. So what we are trying to do is, of course, we always flap the legs. This is okay. I wouldn't consider this as the efficient way of doing butterfly. See how my legs are holding my shin, right? And my elbows don't press into the knees, press into the thighs. And then you are kind of using your own body's leverage to actually press down on the thighs. Now, if your legs are up here, you can probably press into the thighs. It is possible. But if your legs are down lower, you are able to slowly press into the shin bone, the calf muscles, shin bone. So you use your elbows to gently press your thighs down, lengthen forward, look forward. Don't bring your head to the floor. The posture here is to pull your spine longer. You're almost rolling off your buttocks. You're sitting off your tailbone, even the sit bone, right? Adding more and more weight forward. The more weight you extend forward, the more you stretch into the inner thighs, your groins, hip joints. Inhale, come back out. There are two forces acting here. One force is your elbows pressing. That's why the teacher sometimes comes and presses into your thighs. And then you may also notice the teacher also helps you tilt forward. And that is another force that is getting your pelvis to go upright and then bend forward, right? So you have to think of both. Ready? One more time. Keeping the back straight. Inhale. As we exhale, get more weight forward. Forward by extending. You can place the palms down. You can wriggle left and right. Yes, just breathe in and out. So what you feel like, you actually don't have a lot of stiffness, you have a lot of reflex tension. When I say reflex tension, it is your body stopping this movement, thinking that it's going to cause an injury. So by deep breathing, long breaths or steady breaths, you actually teach the body to relax in the pose. So you slowly feel like you have better range and movement in your hip. And that's why they teach this pose in yin yoga, because the longer you kind of hold, you tell the body it's okay to go through this stretch and don't tense. And by keeping the breathing steady and subtle, you are actually letting that process happen naturally. You don't need any external force or even your own push. It is the gravity itself is guiding you forward. If you can, bring your feet closer to the abdomen, abdomen closer to the feet, and slowly head towards the floor. Up to you. But keep that spine lengthening forward, right? Yes. Try to keep that to awareness. Thighs towards the floor, and then roll forward with your hips, abdomen closer to the feet. Come back up very slowly. Relax. Straighten the legs. Relax. Bend your knees. Drop your knees left and right. This is a neutralizing movement. So after doing some big hip stretches, keep this as your neutralizing movement. Okay. Relax. Sit cross-legged. Like I said, we are going to do breathing. It is very important, as much as we focus on the physical body through the asana practice, we also need to focus on the energy body, the channels that the energy flows through. That is why pranayamas are considered as an important practice in yoga, Hatha yoga. So by breathing, all the prana that was stimulated in this whole hour of practice is now being neutralized or balanced. So the goal of Hatha yoga is to balance the energies, not to hide one energy and suppress the other energy. It is to bring balance to body, physical body, the energy layer of the body, then your mind, your emotions, all will follow through, right? So left hand on the knee, chin mudra. Right hand, fold your index and middle finger. Ready. Now we are going to do only one cycle. You watch me first. Chandra, Anuloma, Viloma, Pranayama. So moon channel breathing. So your left inhale, right exhale. This is it. Left inhale, right exhale. Left inhale, right exhale. 3 times. We are just going to do the same cycle for 3 times. Ready? Fold your index and middle finger. Close your right nostril. Your back straight. Keeping the head on top of the spine. First you begin with left exhale. Left inhale. Right exhale. Left inhale. Right exhale. Left inhale. Right exhale. Just simply close your eyes, concentrate on your breath. Every breath you take, relax the effort, relax the effort. Don't tense the body. You don't need to make a lot of effort in doing breathing. It should be the least relaxed effort in your body when you do the breathing practice, right? So close your left nostril now. Breathe out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Keep both hands on the knees, close your eyes. First, for a few moments, observe your whole body in the seated position. Then you can visualize the poses we did in the past hour. Starting from the warm-ups, we did standing forward bend, we did revolved triangle, we did the chair pose variation. Then we moved on to kneeling down postures, kneeling down lateral stretch, kneeling down backward bends. Then we moved on to seated ones, seated forward bend, seated twisting, right? And then we went on lying down, did the wheel pose. I explained the modifications in the wheel pose. Then we sat back up, we did the butterfly pose. We did some variations of hip stretches, twisting. And we finished with the alternate nostril breathing, one cycle. Yes. Reassure yourself, this practice will bring you a balanced energy movement in the body, good health, calm, peaceful mind, good quality of sleep, bringing you to a better person today, tomorrow, days to come. Keep this mindset, balanced mindset, and carry the rest of the day. Thank you. Namaste.